Facebook is generally treated as the separate afterthought outside of an existing fundraising strategy, event marketing strategy, or communication strategy. Many organizations actually do a halfway decent job engaging their supporters, but then the question arises, well, so what? So these are really just 5 ways to think about integrating a Facebook app into your campaign. Okay? So the agenda is building your email list with list magnets, curating content with photo contests, going beyond likes, comments, and shares, which everyone knows, and going deeper with quizzes. I'll show you a couple of different examples of quizzes, and then finally peer-to-peer fundraising. Okay, so the first one is building your email list with list magnets. Now, most nonprofits have some sort of information, educational information that has a ton of utility. It's very, very useful, and they can offer that in exchange for an email. So breast cancer survivor recipe book, very easy to make recipes for families so that they can actually help mom get better. Every single nonprofit that I've met with, they have something that they can offer people that has a tremendous amount of utility. Okay. Now, the great thing is that this is pretty easy to put together, and for the most part, it's free. Okay. Well, when I say free, I mean this application, Static HTML iframe tabs, it's the most popular Facebook app on Facebook for creating custom tabs. And it has a lot of pretty robust and useful features. One, you can simply add code to it. Why this is important is because you will create a campaign that's going to acquire an email, right? Here's an ebook that we're going to offer you as a download, and put your name and email into this form. Obviously, that form you have to embed into this custom tab, so that will be HTML. Put HTML in there. You may have to work with a web person. You can also upload images. So any image, and this feature also has a like gate feature, which is really great. You can use iframes. The list magnet idea is really where you're using an application like this, static HTML. You're getting someone who has some HTML or coding experience, maybe perhaps a designer. You put together the message, and you can assemble it fairly quickly with the Static HTML iframe tabs app. There's a link right here. You can just go look at it, and they have a great forum, lots of examples there, questions. So this is a good resource you can take advantage of. Now, the second way is to curate photos with a photo contest. So photo contests you've heard of. They're pretty popular on Facebook, different Facebook apps. There's so many of them that allow you to create a photo contest. The 2 that I like are ShortStack and TabSite. And for the record, I'm not promoting either. The reason why I have ShortStack and TabSite in here is because someone always asks me, hey, what do you think? What do you recommend? So I just have this in the slides. They're great. I stand behind them. I probably wouldn't stand behind many others, but these are good solutions. So what's great about a photo contest is that it engages your community on a deeper level. Okay. They are able to say, this is who I am. Now, this isn't really going to apply to every single nonprofit. And in some cases, you might have to be very creative with the angle of the photo contest. If you're a dog shelter, it's pretty straightforward. You and your dog that you adopted. What are you doing? Tell us a story about you and your dog. The reason why you do need to use an application like ShortStack and TabSite as opposed to what I showed you previously, the Static HTML iframe tabs app, the reason why you need a tool like ShortStack and TabSite is that they take the photos, they get uploaded, they can rank them, they have voting features and ranking. It integrates, both of these integrate directly with MailChimp, so you can build a list on MailChimp. If you don't use MailChimp, you can do an export of all your emails and then obviously an import into your system of record, right? URLs on these custom tabs are mobile friendly. Same thing with Static HTML iframes tabs app. So everything that I'm showing you today has a mobile friendly feature to it. Okay, I'm not going to have you make a custom tab and then it really doesn't work on any mobile devices. Okay, so the way that photo contests typically will work, and this is just an example with ShortStack, it's just an example, is that there will be some kind of pitch. Hey, here's what it is, here's why you should enter, and then the person will click on something and they will see a form, right? The first name, last name, email, whatever you want to collect here. Then they click on select a photo from the computer, from Facebook, by email, from Instagram. Lots of choices here. And then finally, once the photo contest is underway, you can go to your specific entry, or a user can go to their specific entry and share that entry with their friends. And you can vote on others and look at friend videos and rank them. And then behind the scenes with ShortStack, you can go ahead and go through a process of picking who won based on how many likes or whatever your rules are. One side note that is important: liking a page cannot be a condition of entry into any Facebook contest. Okay, liking a page cannot be a condition of entry in any Facebook contest. And there's a subtle difference. Okay, you can say, enter for a chance to win this cool surfboard, like our page to get started. Okay, and then they like the page, and then they see the contest form. That's totally fine. What's not okay is to say enter for a chance to win, like our page to enter. Anything that says like our page to enter, that's the critical piece. You don't want to use that language. You want to say like our page to get started. There's a difference there. ShortStack and TabSite also support Instagram and Pinterest, so you can show off the winners. So just as an aside, but kind of in addition to using a photo contest as part of a campaign. Number 3, using an incentive for email acquisition. Now, this is a little bit different than the email magnet. This is about a sweepstake, giveaway, sponsor coupon, sweepstakes. The incentive or the perceived value is, I might get a chance to win this thing, and it's worth it for me to just put my name and email in here. I'll take a chance. The critical thing here is that you want to make sure that the giveaway is in alignment with your cause. Okay, you don't want to give away an iPad because it's not relevant. All right, you give away something that really makes sense for your organization. And then the other piece is make sure for the contest terms, always say, randomly selected, or, we're going to randomly select someone to reduce the number of headaches. If you're just doing a giveaway or a coupon or a sweepstakes, actually it would really apply with giveaways and sweepstakes, then just keep it randomly selected. It just removes a whole bunch of headaches from the process. Now, we're going to shift a little bit of a direction here and talk about going beyond likes and shares. Now, this is a really great approach that I've used in a couple of campaigns, or I've recommended it for a few nonprofits, and I've used it myself, so I stand behind it. Action Sprout is a way to acquire an email, but you don't have to have a custom tab. It's not about the custom tab. So everything up until this point, there's this part of the strategy is driving traffic to a custom tab to do something. Enter their name for a sweepstake, upload a photo, and so forth. All of the action happens really in the news feed. So Action Sprout takes advantage of verbs, action words that Facebook has condoned for developers to use. And those action words might be stand with, stop, support, join, and so forth. So these are quite effective because Facebook users, as it is, we're all used to liking, commenting, and sharing. Liking, commenting, and sharing. This takes it up a notch and it makes it more relevant to your specific cause. Stand with, support, stop, join. These are all ways that these are verbs that people would naturally associate with a cause. So, and with the Action Sprout tool, you can publish an update from Action Sprout and it shows up in the news feed and it will say like, comment, share, or stop. You click on stop, you're redirected to a single page that's on the Facebook page, and it, encourages that person to join. You can even have a kind of a meter here showing you how many people have joined so far. Right, so there's like a little thermometer here. And again, this acquires emails. Everything I'm talking about so far is all about acquiring an email, because email, that's where a lot of the other action happens. That's where the transactions happen. But Facebook, in terms of integrating with a campaign, Facebook is, for the most part, it's really best to use it as an email acquisition vehicle. And I'm going to ask you a poll question about that in a second. So here's another example from Action Sprout. Support Michelle Bachmann's decision to quit Congress. Okay, I'm not going to get political here, but it is a good example. All right. Going deeper with quizzes, number 5. So if you are an educational type of organization, or if there's anything that you can offer that allows people to take a quiz, diabetes type of organizations, any type of health organizations, you could set up a health quiz. Okay, this is more of an organization that focuses on young people becoming entrepreneurs. And the way it works is people go to the quiz app, they enter to take the test. You have to fill out the form. There you go. An email is acquired. You get that. You can continue your discussion or your communication with that person through email now for the first time. Then this person is able to go through and take this quiz. In this case, there's 15 questions, and it even has a timer. It has a timer going down to seconds, telling you, you just have a little bit of time left. Obviously, I didn't make it too far. So let me just go over these points again. You can build your email list, build and or segment your email lists with this, because people have to give you their name and email in order to take the quiz. This is great for education. Also, not to mention the research that you get. If you truly are a health organization and you really want to collect a lot of data on a specific topic, this might be a really great way to do it. From a pure research standpoint, obviously you get a biased sample here because they're all Facebook users, but this also allows you to identify superfans. So people that come through this path, these are people that are really engaged with the organization. They want to share their knowledge. They want to understand how much they know about the cause. They want to learn more about the cause. That's what a quiz is. Here's what I know. What do I don't know? What do I need to know now? Okay, so a quiz can be pretty powerful. Okay, and think about any organization that any type of organization that can educate people, health organizations, any sort of educational organization that is very personal. Diabetes, breast cancer, men's health, being a parent, taking care of your dog. I mean, the list goes on, right? So now finally, we're going to just talk about peer-to-peer fundraising apps. Now, there's some research here that I have on the screen from Artez, and you can download this ebook later, and I'm not selling them either. I just found this to be a good resource. And some statistics here, you can look at this later on, and some tools for peer-to-peer fundraising apps. So now I'm going to open it up for questions.